Okay, well, welcome to the Wilhelmy School of Organ Building. Here's a beta that I just used. Put this up there. Now I would like to speak with you just briefly about the Mandrel holder. There are 15, 20, have your imagination ready, whatever. There's so many ways of holding mandrels in order to make pipes, repair pipes, shape things. I've come up with this one, which I'm stinking happy about, okay? And all it is, a local metal worker, a most delightful artist, the very gentleman who actually also here in Stanton, Virginia, made the significant various metal sculptures around town, like the watering can. This gentleman took for me a flat piece of steel, 3/16 of an inch flat piece of steel, drilled 10 holes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for me, and welded an angle iron, 3" by 3" angle iron, or actually maybe like a 2.5 by 2.5 inch angle iron directly onto it with a beautiful seam. I went to a local place where I can get a nice heavy-duty jack for a trailer. The same gentleman welded a corresponding V on top of this thing, and according to my instructions I dropped off also an old rim that I got from the scrapyard, and he welded the base to it. This way we've got a very sturdy support here. This can hold a couple tons. That means a lot of beating, a lot of smacking and so on. This thing, this flat surface, is not just screwed against the block wall, but it also has a, I took one tube of your favorite construction adhesive that you can get at your local hardware store, bookstore, whatever. Anyway, put one tube, big fat bead right in the middle on the back side, and after pre-drilling the holes into the block, and then fitted it gently, one screw here, one screw down there, and then tightened it just like a cylinder head, nice and evenly in a certain pattern against the wall. And one can see that it's squishing out in places, but it simply means we're going to have not just a foam bond against the wall with those screws, because there would be quite a lot of shearing power if we have the mandrel in place and there's lots of banging and listen going on. Okay, all these blue screws, they would have quite a bit of stress for shearing, so I tried to reduce their stress by putting that adhesive behind here. So that's it, and this guy here is beautiful. It cranks very gently up and down, you see, so you can lower it. All you do is, when you take a bigger mandrel, let's say like this 4-inch guy, stick him in here, and you see he's not quite level. You're simply going to drop it down, just a minute. And what I do is I drop it down until I see a gap here. It means it's actually fully resting on here, and then I go back up until it meets the triangle. Boom! And this is perfect meeting here, perfect meeting in here, so there's not stress just on the front corner, on the back corner or whatever. This thing is on there, and you can bang on this 10-foot long guy all the way to the front. Another thing that I suggest you do with mandrels, when you work on front pipes, you want to have the best possible surface up. There can be other surfaces for, for rough work, whatever. Sometimes these surfaces get slightly damaged, but for front pipes, you want to have a really good surface up. the best surface you can find on that mandrel. And it's always good, take a Sharpie after you inspect it carefully and cleaned it. Take a Sharpie and mark with an arrow or some way that this is, when the arrow is up, this is your best surface on the mandrel. That's what you want to do. Okay? Yeah. So, that's the mandrel holder from our friendly Wilhelmy school, and it's really simple to make. Okay? I do not, I had this made, gosh, I don't know, 15 years ago? You know, don't quote me on that. But anyway, I remember that because I interrupted this gentleman's rhythm, and he was a most wonderful artist, and he knew metal like very few. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. But anyway, I believe I paid him for this welding work maybe $100, you know. I paid $20 for the rim at the scrapyard, and I think $75 for a nice heavy duty jack. Okay? And the cool thing is with this thing, see, when you're done, get it out of the way. Move it somewhere. Okay? And you can take that thing with you. Okay? How cool is that? Means if you have to work somewhere on site, you just stick this thing into your truck. Okay? It weighs some, but not much in comparison to other schnitzel. It's got a really good foundation, and quite frankly, now I've got my own welder, I can melt my own cool stuff. But back then I didn't have it, so here it is. This is the mandrel holder, and you're going to see this throughout our classes being used in various places, various ways. There's also, if you use a tapered mandrel, if you, like me, are heavily invested in your mandrels, which are extremely important tools to get the job right. Heavily invested, I mean not necessarily spending money a lot, but time in making them, getting them right. Sometimes a fellow organ builder can help you, who's got big lathes, you know, like this comes from an organ building company here, very nice people. They can make those things for you. Put it in here, and once again, remember, crank it up until it meets. Bingo! And now you can use this here for making feet or whatever. If you walk away, be that with a pointy mandrel as this one here, or if you walk away from a straight mandrel, be nice to yourself and to your fellow neighbor and worker. Put a rag at the end so that nobody by accident just walks in and impales more health. All the guts are spilling out. All that cleaning up, unnecessary. Let's not do that. Okay? And if you want to use the back end of the mandrel here, you're simply going to put a stubby mandrel pipe in here, and with this cool ending, stick it into here. Bingo! Okay? That's the plan. That's how we're going to do it. Okay, well, brief introduction to a mandrel holder that you will just thoroughly enjoy, and making pipes with good tools is just so enjoyable. It's unbelievable. Well, thank you for visiting. Let's carry on. We got schnitzel to do. Aha!